Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Beauty Balance, my low buy for 2025. For the last couple of years, I have done a low buy series called Makeup Rehab with the goal to curb my excessive makeup spending, and I feel that I have successfully done that over the last few years. I have really stuck within my parameters for shopping for makeup products, and year after year I have met my goal of my collection not increasing by more than 20 products per year, and that's through panning and makeup usage, still being able to buy some things. This is a low buy, not a no buy, and I have been lucky enough to receive plenty of PR the last few years, so overall my collection is not growing excessively and I'm really proud of that. So due to successfully curbing my excessive makeup shopping, I have decided to rename my low buy series to the Beauty Balance, especially considering the structure I did in 2024 in having the 2 out, 1 in system, and then having the PR kind of offset everything. I just feel like it worked really well, and I'm hoping you guys like the new name. We will be sticking with the structure of last year, so it is product category specific because I found myself using up a mascara, using up a lip gloss, buying an eyeshadow palette, or buying a blush that takes forever to use up. So I must have 2 empties or hit 2 pans in a specific product category before earning a purchase. Also needing to remove 5 products, if applicable, from that product category from my makeup drawer of shame. I am happy to say that throughout 2024, my makeup drawer of shame shrunk considerably. It now all fits very comfortably in this little storage tote thing, which definitely could not have happened 1 year ago. So again, this just goes to show that I think that this worked really well for me. I will have 6 makeup purchase exceptions for the entire year. This can be if there is a product or collection that I really want to make content for. I do enjoy posting reviews and things like that on my YouTube channel, or if I have a really fun video idea that I need to pick up 1 or 2 products for, I want to be allowed to do that, but just 6 times for the year. Or if I'm having a really freaking shitty time and I just want to treat myself, I don't want to feel so stifled that I can't ever do that either, but that's also encompassed in the 6 purchases for the year. For example, my birthday is coming up at the end of January, and I like to make a makeup purchase for myself for my birthday, and I technically haven't earned the points for it yet, as it is just January, and I still want to be allowed to do that. So that will count as one of my 6. I did decide to roll over a few of my makeup empties and pans from 2024 into this new year, but not everything. Just things that the categories did not inflate in my inventory coming into the new year, so I feel like it's a successful category within my makeup collection, and makeup empties that I worked so hard for and then haven't used them points wise. I still want to be able to count them because the empties took so much effort, or the pan took so much effort, that I want to still reap a reward for it. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to let you know that I am rolling over my Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. That took me so long to complete. It was like 1.7 fluid ounces of foundation. Took me way over 100 uses to finish, and most of last year to finish that off. So I'm bringing that into 2025 with me, but I still need to finish another foundation before I can buy a new one. I'm also bringing my ColourPop Mr. Bang eyeliner with me. Again, that took a lot of effort, and eyeliner is a category that shrinks year by year. It's not a category that I buy a lot in, and I was tempted to not carry this over because I was like, I don't really care about eyeliners, but I have found the more and more I've been doing colorful makeup looks, I would like to maybe test out one of these new and improved eyeliner formulas in a color that is missing from my collection. I do not need a black eyeliner, that is for sure, but I used up Mr. Bang, which was a warm brown. I don't really have an excessive amount of brown, so that could be an option too, but I still need to use up another eyeliner before we can even consider that. I carried over my ColourPop Smoke and Roses eyeshadow pan, and then I have since hit another pan, so we are at 2 eyeshadow pans, but I still need to remove 5 palettes from my makeup drawer of shame before I can make a palette purchase. I will say I have finished testing out my Cosmic Beauty Winter Wonderland palette. That is currently going in Pan Those Eyeshadows as well. And I finished testing the Fantasy Cosmetica Cradled in Ice palette. So those 2 palettes are removed from my makeup drawer of shame, but I still need to finish testing 3 others. I'm bringing over my Seraphine Botanicals blush pan. That took me the entirety of the year. I hit that pan in the nick of time at the very end of December, and I'm not letting that pan go to waste. I love testing, trying, buying blush. It's one of my very favorite makeup categories. So I'm bringing that one into 2025 with me. However, again, I don't earn another blush purchase unless it's one of my exceptions until I have finished or hit pan on another blush and removed 5 from my makeup drawer of shame. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did finish testing out my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. So this is removed from my makeup drawer of shame. I really don't like this foundation, you guys. I still haven't found a way to make it work, like what primer skincare combo for this to look good on my skin. It is pretty high coverage. I was expecting more medium coverage, but this has a lot of pigment to it, and it just clings to any dry patches, kind of settles in any creases, and I have a lot of like texture and stuff going on my skin, and it breaks apart around my nose and in like my crease of my chin here by the end of the day. Like, this is not something I can trust. Hopefully I can make some more progress on this by using it maybe to film. But I would like to find a good primer combo with this because I don't want it to go to waste. I'm not decluttering this because this has like, Steph and I bought this together in Ulta not even last year, December of 2023. And I've kind of like attached this makeup purchase to Las Vegas from the Creators and Friends event. So I want to love it. And the blush I have finished testing, I got sent in PR. This is from Giorgio Armani, and it is the Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in the shade 53 Bold Pink. I'm keeping these boxes because while this does say it's the shade 53, I like knowing it's called Bold Pink. Like, I wish the name of the shade was also on here. This is a liquid blush in this like baby pink, and I don't have a lot of shades like this, even though this was like a very trendy shade, and I have found ways that I really enjoy wearing this, which is surprising because I do have more of a warm leaning complexion, and this is very noticeable on my cheeks. I feel like it's a little bit of a statement just because of the tone of it. It's not that bright on my cheeks, it's just very noticeable as a cool toned pink shade, but I actually really like this formula. It's not too sheer but also not too pigmented. It's just like right in the middle. It blends really easily and has like this gorgeous like natural finish to it. It's not really like luminous, like it is the Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. I don't find it to be overly glowy, but it just looks like healthy skin, but pink. And lastly, for rollovers, I am rolling over my Kosas Revealer Concealer. Again, I finished that in the nick of time last year. I worked on that the entirety of 2024, and I wanted to bring that empty into 2025 with me. Again, I still need to finish another concealer before I earn a new concealer purchase, but I just wanted to bring those points over with me. In the series, I will also be sharing any PR and purchases I make, but because we're talking about rollovers, I'm just going to tell you about the 2 empties I'm utilizing for my beauty balance that I finished so far in January, just so we can wrap up this portion. Firstly, I finally finished the Lord & Berry Nude Lip Liner. There is absolutely nothing left. This is so teeny tiny. All that's left is like wood and glue in the bottom of here. This took me years of consistent use to finish. I need to finish another lip liner before buying a new lip liner. You get the gist. And then I do have my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And I am going to count this. If you notice, it took me forever to finish the Ofra setting spray, but I just decided that I don't feel the need to purchase setting spray so much that I needed to roll that over into the new year, because then technically after finishing this little baby one, I would earn a setting spray purchase, but I just felt like I didn't need to. I got a setting spray in PR, and then I bought a setting spray for a YouTube video situation that I haven't shared with you yet. We'll get to that. So I need to finish yet another setting spray before buying a new one, and that is fine with me. This has like an alcohol-y cherry scent to it that I don't love, but if you want your makeup to last, this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is a good one. I have 3 PR packages to share with you. 2 I received in December and haven't had a chance to share them with you, and 1 I got so far in January. So firstly, I was so excited to receive a package from IT Cosmetics, and they sent over 2 concealers. They sent over their new Bye Bye Dark Spots Serum Concealer. I got the shade Light Neutral 22. It has this cool little brush on the top. And then they also sent me the OG Bye Bye Under Eye in the shade Light Natural 13. This is the full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer, and I already have tried this before, and it's just not my cup of tea. I don't prefer a really high coverage concealer, so I will be passing this one along, but I am really excited to test out this new Bye Bye Dark Spots. It says it's a medium buildable coverage, lightweight, creamy texture, natural finish. It has brightening ingredients like niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and caffeine. So I'm excited to try this one. So thank you so much to IT Cosmetics for sending me this package. Influencer sent me the Peter Thomas Roth Clinical Skincare Peptide Skin Injection Expression Line Hydrogel Patches. That is a mouthful. I did use these in a Get Ready With Me on Instagram, like Instagram Reels. These are like under eye gels, but they're for expression lines. So you put them a little more like towards the outer edge of your orbital bone, like where you have crow's feet, and you can put them like in between your brows. And I did find these really hydrating and definitely plumped up my skin a bit. Now, is that a lasting effect? Probably not, but it is kind of a nice like self-care moment. So these patches are soaked in a potent solution of 2% Up-Levity E-Lift peptides. They will appear diminished and more lifted over time. Niacinamide provides visible brightening effects, while cactus flower, squalene, trehalose, and hyaluronic acid leaves skin feeling nourished and infused with moisture. That's more what I felt, like hydrated, plumped up skin, but these have been nice so far. And then I couldn't believe that somebody like couriered this to my house. A perfume sample for me to try. Apologies if the lighting has changed. We had a brief intermission as my camera died, and by brief I mean 5 hours or so. But we're back, and I do remember that I was laughing that a company couriered, not even just regular post, couriered a perfume sample to me. This is the Rabanne Eau de Parfum Intense Fame Intense, and it has notes of solar jasmine, opulent incense, and sandalwood cream. The bottle actually looks so cool. Not really something that I would maybe have on my vanity, but just to look at it, it looks so cool. It looks like this little alien guy. I'm always hesitant to spray a perfume on myself in case I hate it. Okay, I really like that. That, like, with sandalwood cream, there's definitely a creaminess to it. I'm into it. We'll see how it dries down. This was just funny to me. Now, I have a lot to share with you that I purchased. I realized that I didn't even share with you guys what I got in the Sephora VIB sale. I placed an e.l.f. order for Black Friday. I placed a large Cosmic Beauty order for Black Friday. And then I also placed a Sephora order at the beginning of January with a gift card that I got for Christmas. So I am going to try and go through these things pretty quickly. If you would like to see a video on something, a look on something, even if it's short form content, let me know. If you want to see a full review, like maybe a speed review style video with certain products, let me know. I'm trying to streamline my video ideas a little bit more because I have so many ideas, but I have so little time. You know? Let's do Sephora first. This first box is just teeny tiny, and this was my fall VIB sale haul. I just realized that one of the products I've already put away, and that is the One Size Beauty Oil Sucker Matte Primer. I've been using this a lot, even though my skin is feeling a little bit dehydrated right now, because this feels like Botox in a primer. I really feel like my face freezes, and that helps a lot with the creasing, and it also controls my oil amazingly. It blurs my pores. I really am liking that. I'm excited to use that in the summer, and that was an earned purchase based on my empties of last year. And then I also finished quite a few lip glosses last year, and the next earned purchase I wanted to make was the Clarins lip oil, but I did see that for the same dollar value they had this discovery kit for the lip comfort oils with 4 different shades that are only 1.4 milliliters. So I think it worked out to be about the same amount of product. However, the only tricky thing with that is that this added 4 items to my makeup inventory, even though I only earned 1, but I spent the same amount of money and it's probably the same amount of product. Do you hear the excuses? So it makes sense for me to try out different shades. It makes sense for my wallet, but it certainly affected my makeup inventory, which I do still plan on doing a video on my makeup inventory as of January 1st. But this came with the shades number 1 Honey, 3 Cherry, 4 Pitaya, I don't know what that is, and 8 Strawberry. So I'm excited to try these out. I have yet to do so, unfortunately. And then I got quite a few freebies and point perk type things. I got the Kerastase Specifique Potentialist Universal Defense Serum for unbalanced scalps. You guys know I have had major scalp issues for years that are still not under control. So I saw this, I think it was like 250 points maybe. I decided to grab it. And another point perk I got is the Biossance Skin Stint Transformation. It has a squalene and marine algae eye cream and the squalene omega repair face cream. I love both of these products, but Biossance is a little bit expensive for me, but I absolutely love the product. So when I have the chance to get these little freebies, I grab them up. And now I spend my points willy-nilly at Sephora because I always have so many, but actually 2024, I didn't even make VIB. I needed to spend $62 by the end of the year in order to keep that, which that felt silly to do. So I am now just a beauty insider. So all that's to say is I don't save my points to try and get the gift cards because that is only a Rouge perk. The 2 samples I got, which these do add onto my makeup inventory, but I don't use them towards makeup empties or my beauty balance or anything like that. I have the Fenty Beauty Wear Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. When this first released, based on the claims and everything I was seeing on social media, I really wanted to try this, but I actually haven't seen very good reviews of this concealer. And then a foundation I really do want to try at some point. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Matte Oil Control Foundation, and I just like using these to kind of figure out what shade I would be, and even if I get 1 or 2 uses, kind of get a very initial feel for the product. And if I absolutely hate the sample, then I don't try and purchase the full size. We're going to keep on with the Sephora purchases, even though this is what I purchased at the beginning of January. I had a gift card I got for Christmas, and then January is my birthday month, so I wanted to get my birthday gift from Sephora. I bought 2 skincare products. I was good, and I just bought things that I needed. So I really needed another moisturizer that was a little bit heavier. I was only left with kind of like water cream or gel based moisturizers, and I needed a little bit something more for the winter. So I went with the Inkey List Peptide Moisturizer, and I'm liking it so far. This is the empty box. And then I am on the very last few sprays of my facial mist that I like to use in the morning. However, I went back to the Mario Badescu sprays, and they're just, I thought I could go back to that and not really care so much about the essential oils and all of that, but my skin really just does not prefer those. But I love the experience of a facial mist. So I'm going back to the Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. This is vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, and oil-free, and helps calm your skin and really helps with breakouts and redness. I have used this in the past and really enjoyed it. So because I had a gift card, I was a little more okay with the splurge, and I really didn't need any more makeup, as you'll see as we continue on. I went with the Laneige birthday gift this year. It came with 3 products. It came with the Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer, the Cream Skin Sera Peptide Toner and Moisturizer, and the Lip Sleeping Mask in Berry, which I'm pretty sure is just their classic one. I like their lip sleeping masks fine. I don't feel like they're revolutionary. I have quite a few of them still left over, but I really did want to try that Cream Skin Sera Peptide Milky Toner situation because I've seen that on Instagram quite a bit. A point perk I decided to get is from Clean Reserve, another fragrance. This is in the scent Whipped Cherry, and this is a roller ball, but it's a little bit larger than just like a sample. It's 3 mils instead of, you know, 1 or 2, but it is this cute little bottle here. And I saw this release as a pretty new release from the brand, and I really like it. I love that like sweet lactic note with the whipped cream, and then that cherry base to it as well. It smells really lovely. And then the samples I got with this order is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. Once again, a foundation I really want to try, and I just want to use the sampler to help guide me on a shade match. And then I've been so curious about the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder, because I really want to see if this is good for my textured combo skin, and once again, helping me find a shade, though I'm pretty sure I will be shade 1, but I will give this a try. Texture reducing, coverage boosting, blurring balm to powder that balances oils throughout the day while maintaining hydration. I'm excited to try this as well. I now have a very large e.l.f. order. I would love to do a full face of e.l.f. in the near-ish future. So there were some products I was in need of in order to do a full face, and I wanted to get some of the newer, more viral products as well, even if I had something like a blush in my collection, for example, but they were, you know, from years ago or whatever. I just wanted to try some new things, and this counted as one of my 6 exceptions of 2024. I didn't go over that. The last package I share with you also falls into that. So I stayed within all of my rules, but I did get the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I've been seeing this on a lot of Worst of Beauty now after I purchased it, which is unfortunate, but I did not have an e.l.f. setting spray. I had just finished my Giant Ofra setting spray, so I picked this one. I got one of the new Fine as Fleck glitter shadows. These are supposed to dupe the Urban Decay ones like Space Cowboy. I got mine in Champagne Showers. I got one of these lip liners that are like $2 that a bunch of people have been raving about. It's the Cream Glide lip liner. I got mine in Baddest Beige, which is a light neutral beige shade. I picked up their new foundation. This is the Soft Glam Satin Foundation, medium buildable coverage, long lasting. This is a very polarizing product. People seem to love it or hate it. People I follow specifically for complexion recommendations, whether we have similar skin types, similar skin concerns, even within that selection of people, some have loved it, some have hated it. So I wanted to try it out for myself. I did get mine in the shade 13 Fair Neutral. And then speaking of blush from earlier, I decided to pick up one of the new Camo Liquid blushes, and I got mine in the shade Dusty Rose. And then because it was Black Friday, they had a bunch of freebie deals on top of everything else. So I got another Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm for free. I really enjoy this. Is it fancy? No, but it's fragrance free with hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and peptides. It's very basic and removes your makeup well enough if you do a second cleanse, which no matter what cleansing balm you're using, I feel that you should be doing a second cleanse regardless. So I have repurchased this with my own money again and again. And then 2 freebies that I'm so happy to have, because these were also on my list, but I was trying to be good because I have 2 other e.l.f. primers, so I didn't need it for my video. But I got 2 more e.l.f. primers. I got the Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. I've been wanting this. It's been so hyped for years, but I have the Jelly Pop Dew Primer, and I feel like I wanted to finish that one before getting this one, but it was tossed on my order as a freebie. And then another mini, this is the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, and I have the regular putty primer, so I was like, once I finish that, if I want to try the liquid one still, I can do so then. But these are just tossed into my cart because I was making an order on Black Friday, so I'm so excited to try both of these as well. And lastly, I made a Cosmic Beauty order for Black Friday. This took a really long time to get to me. It was well after Christmas, but not quite the New Year, I believe. I think I got this like December 29th or something. Because of the Canada Post postal strike, Cosmic Beauty struggled to find a suitable alternative for quite a while. They ended up sending this to me via FedEx, which I'm happy they did that instead of just waiting and waiting. But that's okay, because Cosmic Beauty has become one of my very favorite eyeshadow brands. I have 7 of their palettes now, and I love all of them. So for Black Friday, I bought 2 more palettes and their Christmas collection. Let's open up the Christmas collection first. It came in this cutie little bag, and then it does come with an eyeshadow palette. This is the 'Tis the Season palette. I'll open this in a moment. But it also came with 2 of their new cream blush formula. They have these 2 shades, and I believe there's 2 shades with the Halloween collection. This is the shade Nutmeg. It has plastic over it, but it is like a warm brown neutral shade. And also the shade Mary, which is this like reddish berry tone, which I think is going to be so beautiful. I haven't had a chance to use these products yet. There was also 2 Velvet Matte lipsticks in this collection, and I have to say the packaging on this entire collection just feels so luxe considering the more affordable price of Cosmic Beauty compared to other indie brands that are kind of like on the same level of quality, if that makes sense. It has this gold packaging and magnetic closure. This is the shade Santa Baby, which is your classic holiday red. And also the shade Ginger Snap, which is this gorgeous, yummy, warm brown shade. This is beautiful. Again, I can't wait to use these. I haven't had a chance just yet. And last but not least for this collection is the 'Tis the Season palette. This is a super bright, fun twist on a holiday palette. We have your reds and your greens, but also some purples and neutrals, and I just think this color story is so much fun all year round, not just at Christmas. But I do kind of wish I had this around the holidays because I just enjoyed reaching for like my Odin's Eye holiday palettes in the holiday season, though I certainly use them all year round, but it just feels extra special to like pull out a Christmassy palette leading up to Christmas, but that's okay. I'm still excited to use it. And then 2 palettes I resisted picking up when they launched, but since I knew I really wanted that holiday collection and it was a Black Friday sale, I picked these up as well, and I am happy that I waited. So I got the Nude Trolls palette. This launched first. They also had a cool toned palette that was like the companion to this one, but that one didn't call to me as much as this one. This is like a spicy neutral palette that can still take you every day, but also has just so many fun twists to it. I love the combination of mattes and shimmers that this brand does. They go from light to dark. I feel like they just always have just a little bit of an interesting twist. They always sneak in a multi-chrome or just like really dimensionally sparkly shades when otherwise this looks everyday, you know? It's just, I'm in love with this brand. But as they are based in the UK, I am comfortable like waiting a couple of releases to pass by and then make one purchase. This is the Undergrowth palette. This was the 2nd place palette in my You Guys Choose My 100th palette to my collection. I have since done a big declutter, but this was technically like palette 99 because of some decluttering, and then I've decluttered even further since then. But I cannot wait to dive into this. It screams fall to me, but I will be sure to pull this out in March as well to get some use out of these greens. Again, there's just such interesting shifts and sparkles in these. I feel like I don't have a green and neutral palette quite like this, especially when it comes to the shimmers. I could find these like murky green mattes other places in my collection, I am sure, but combined with the shimmers, it's just chef's kiss. And I just love the formula in these palettes. So for me, that makes it worth it, and I'm excited about this purchase. My gosh, this was so long. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of the Beauty Balance, keeping the same rules as last year in terms of my low buy. So I will be sharing my makeup empties, my makeup purchases, anything that's come in PR, and then we can also kind of plan for purchases for the future. I have a palette that I want to get for my birthday that's currently out of stock, so that's probably going to be delayed a little bit, and I will try and behave myself to not make a purchase for my birthday before that and then make that purchase for my birthday when it comes back in stock. But the only purchase that I have earned so far is I have had 2 eyeshadow pans and I've tested 2 palettes, so I need to remove 3 more palettes from my makeup drawer of shame before I've earned another palette purchase. So I can start kind of looking at the releases, see what I'm feeling in terms of a new palette purchase, and if you guys have a palette you would like to see me buy, I think would be a good addition to my collection, you want to see my thoughts on it, something like that, you can give me your feedback below. Or if you've seen me drooling over a palette over on Instagram, I usually share the palettes that catch my attention in my stories. You can let me know that as well, though I do have those saved in a folder. I know the purpose of a low buy video is probably not to have you guys encourage me to make a purchase, but I've nearly earned my first palette purchase of the year because I have 2 eyeshadow pans. So I'm already feeling pretty good about that. I'm sure things will slow down mid-year. But that is enough rambling from me. I am very excited about all my makeup purchases and I'm so thankful for all the PR that has come in. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up so that I know. In the comments, let me know if you are doing a low buy for 2025 and if you are structuring it in any sort of way. I would love if you shared those details with us in the comments. I will see you in my next video. Bye!